This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Gold heading back to Lawrence County.
Your home for the County of Champions.
Can you say 3P? Union Scotties, WPIAL champions.
The Neshannock Lancers are PIAA Class 2A state champions once again.
Swing and a miss. The Union Scotties. It's double gold for the County of Champions.
Wilmington, your District 10 1A champ.
Makes the catch. That will do it. Mohawk, back to back. Go celebrate.
The top local athletes and the top sports moments all featured here, live or archived at lcsportsnet.com.
There he is. Left corner for three. He's the now all-time leading scorer.
Palmer McCain makes the catch. Somehow the adjustment, and he is going to take it to the house.
His Monitis works through Ritson. Has a chance. Score! Off
the tip of the glove of the first baseman, Benedict. Actually recovered. And did they get her? They did!
He has wide open. Dave McKnight gets the touchdown.
Featuring over 100 broadcasts of county events in over a dozen sports. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.
The pathway to the Pete begins anew here in Lawrence County, as tonight it's the WPIAL 2A Boys Basketball first round on Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP and NFHS Network. Today, it's the number 13 seed Fort Cherry Rangers and the number 4 seed Neshannock Lancers. Hello everybody, I'm Ty Polk, glad to be with you here for tonight's contest. James Dotson will be with us shortly here tonight, and welcome to Neshannock High School and welcome back to the WPIAL playoffs. Neshannock finished tied for Section 4 with Our Lady of the Sacred Heart with a 13-1 section record and a 17-4 record overall. Fort Cherry in Section 3 finished third at 10-4, 13-8 overall. Neshannock looking to make it back to the WPIAL semifinals. Last year they fell in the semifinal round. They're looking to get back to that track once again. And on the other side for Fort Cherry, without Matt Sieg, they're looking to still make some headway in the playoffs in the WPIAL. As you take a look at the standings here in Class 2A, you can see that on the NFHS network. Neshannock and Fort Cherry is the matchup. The winners will face Clairton and Shenango, so that could potentially be a county matchup coming up in the quarterfinals as we welcome in James Dotson here to the festivities. And James, it's an exciting time for this Neshannock team. They have been knocking on the door of the WPIAL championship game. It's been so long since the Lancers have been a part of that, but it feels like with the way that everything drawed for them, this could be the year in which they finally make it to the WPIAL championship.
I mean, obviously the 1 and 2 seeds, Jeanette and Sewickley, are, without question the juggernauts of this Class 2A field, but you're opposite of Sewickley and Olsh. I think most teams, especially Neshannock, not a lot of size. They will do, they'll take their shot against a Jeanette if they can get to that point compared to a size at Sewickley. I think the matchup would be better there. And who do they have to face before that? Either Clairton, who they beat in the non-section game, or Shenango, who they beat twice in the regular season. Very tough to beat a team 3 times in the same year, especially a county foe. Neshannock knows that too well from last year with falling to the Union Scotties in the WPIAL semifinals. But you said it, 4 of the last 5 years, they've made it to the round of 4. They have not been able to make it to the Peterson Event Center. That is their goal, and it helps when you have one of the top scorers in program history in David Quat leading the way. Now number 3 in Neshannock's all-time scoring. He's getting hot at the right time too. Kind of was losing the touch there mid-season. He's the best he's played. You got another sharpshooter in the sophomore, Luca Pegley, and a great number of role players, especially in the senior class with Gino Mazzacco and Lyle Freeze. They have everything except for that main true post player, which, except for Tony Parada last year, I'm not sure Neshannock's ever had a true overall post player. So they're fine with that. Looking at this game tonight, you're going to have a scrappy Fort Cherry team that knows how to play defense, good pressure defense into a really swarming zone defense, but you know you're going to have an opportunity to hit shots from beyond the arc against any zone. If that's what we see tonight, look for Pegley and for Quad especially to try to knock a couple down early and get them out of that zone.
Yeah, Quad averaging 23.6 points per game. He's been absolutely phenomenal all season long. We'll take a break and we'll come back with you for more of the pregame show. Coming up, it's Neshannock and Fort Cherry, and you're listening and watching on Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP and the NFHS network.
Cold winds blowing, temperatures dropping, and snow is beginning to fall. And then your furnace goes out. LCAP's LIHEAP Crisis Program is here to help. If your furnace is blowing cold air, not turning on, or not reaching the desired temperature, help is right around the corner, whether it needs fixed or replaced. For information, call the Department of Healthy Homes at 724-656-0090. LCAP's Healthy Home programs are the key to safer living.
Thank you for calling Axe. Where can we take you today?
To work, to the store, to Grandma's house. Axe can get you there, but it's much more than a ride. It's a joy ride.
I'm helping people. I'm getting them out of their house. I'm taking them to their doctors, to the grocery store.
They say I'm entertaining. Okay, we laugh, we joke, we sing, we tell stories.
They're like family to us.
Even if it's the same day, to schedule your joy ride, call Axe today.
Calling all sports fans. Never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
Receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for the game.
Signing up is quick and easy. Don't miss out. Sign up now and stay connected to the action.
Plus, follow us on social media for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community news.
Good luck getting back there right now, though. And welcome back. Moments away from the national anthem and the starting lineups being announced here from Neshannock High School. It's time for our keys of the game for tonight's contest. And James, let's take a look and talk about these few keys before we wrap up here.
Well, for Neshannock against the zone, you got to knock down shots, but it starts with a dribble penetration. Work inside, get it out. For Fort Cherry, they defense to offense, fast break points, and Rip Van Sickle, that's what it's going to be. He's got to rip down some shots, the freshman getting things done. That's going to be the key tonight. We'll come back with starting lineups here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Like in sports, it takes a great team to protect you, your family, and your business. MVP Insurance is that team. From home and auto to life and commercial insurance, you can count on us for coverage that adapts to your needs.
We're committed to excellence for our clients' experience and in serving our community.
It's a winning combination.
MVP Insurance. Don't get left on the sidelines. Log on to mvpins.com or call today to get your free quote.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
National anthem from Neshannock High School as we're moments away from the starting lineups for Neshannock and Fort Cherry Class 2A boys first round here in the WPIAL. And we'll take a look at the starting lineups for each team.
In an educational setting, going all WPIAL, sportsmanship is an expectation.
As you can see, for Fort Cherry, Gavin Grace alongside Connor Van Sickle, Tyler Wolf, Landon Trinavsky, and Jordan Bianchi, the lineup for Fort Cherry. One freshman, one sophomore, two juniors, one senior in the lineup for Eugene Briggs' squad coming from Washington County today.
Yeah, Coach Briggs had 6th season and his second stint at his alma mater. How about this? He was the first ever player to hit 1,000 career points in Rangers history. So 12 years in the first stint, so 18 total now with the Rangers, 10 years at Chartiers Houston in between. So you're talking 28 years of experience for Coach Briggs, 22 years of experience on the other side for Coach Corey. You know they're going to have some tricks up their sleeves on both of these, both teams' sides of the court. My question to you is how much does the home court advantage play into this one with Neshannock, the 4 seed, getting a chance to play on their home floor?
Well, I'm sure you can see all around us. We got everyone right behind us, right in front of us. It's a beautiful atmosphere here at Neshannock High School as they look to support their Lancers and getting back to the WPIAL semifinals and hopefully beyond. Now it's time to take a look at the Neshannock lineup. And hey, James, you want to listen in for it for the hometown team?
Let's do it.
And there you go with our starting lineup for Neshannock. It's Ashton Allison, Luca Pegley, David Quat, Lyle Freeze, and Gino Mazzacco. That's the 5 for the Lancers here tonight.
Neshannock will be going right to left as you're listening on lcsportsnet.com in the white uniforms if you're watching on the NFHS network. Fort Cherry, the Road Grays. Lancers and Rangers, WPIAL basketball playoff action begins.
Tip-off won by Fort Cherry, and Gavin Grace will have it right at the end. Grace, a handoff going to Jordan Bianchi as they weave out high. Grace whipping once again on the right wing. Looking for the handle, Bianchi, now attacking Van Sickle. Tyler Wolf pulls it out. Gavin Grace from straight away. Right of the lane, looking for Bianchi, and he draws the foul on Neshannock, and it will be on Lyle Freeze, his first.
Lyle Freeze, that's his first.
Now, good job of getting into the lane, though, there by the sophomore, and getting a chance to get to the free throw line. Something this team does really well, and watching the film study there, is being able to really drive in well against man-to-man defense or zone defense. Finished 3rd place, did Fort Cherry out of Section 3.
So Jordan Bianchi, the 5'10" sophomore, with the first points of the game from the foul line as he hits his first. Glad to be with you on NFHS Network and LCSportsNet.com.
We'll get you updates of the other 2A games as they're going along as well.
Bianchi misses the second, but Fort Cherry has it once again.
Yeah, rebounding is the one thing you got to watch out for a Neshannock team that's a little lacking in size as Allison knocks this one out of bounds.
Yep. Allison with the punch going right into the bench of Fort Cherry. They'll stay with it.
We have 3 of the 8 games tonight on the air for Class 2A boys. Again, we'll get you updates of those, especially that Shenango-Clareton game as we go.
Bianchi with the floater in the lane, no good. Rebound collected by Wolf, and he draws the foul.
So there you go again. Already 2 offensive rebounds on this opening possession. We're 50 seconds into the game. Neshannock has not touched the ball on offense yet.
That's his first, team second.
Quat picking up the foul. That's his first second team foul, as we haven't gotten out of the Fort Cherry attacking end so far. And the first is off for Tyler Wolf. Wolf, a 6'1" forward, a junior, at the line, looking for the second. And he does drain that.
So splitting both pairs makes the score 2-0, and Neshannock will get their first offensive possession here at home.
There's Gino Mazzacco, third on the team, averaging just under 9 points per game.
And we're going to see a junk defense here. Jordan Bianchi is face guarding against Davey Quad. It's a 1-3. It's not a box and one. It's more of an umbrella and one.
Pegley to freeze on the left wing, looking out high for it. As we're past a minute and 15 seconds here from Neshannock High School. Pegley's three-pointer hopped off the front rib and then bounced over to goal out of bounds. Fort Cherry ball.
Yeah, good ball movement. Again, a little dribble penetration, handoff, pump fake, and you're going to have some space when you have this kind of junk defense. It's a one up top, three kind of umbrella down low with the one man face guarding against Davey Quat. So somebody else is going to have to step up when facing this junk defense.
And there's a steal by Quat. Quat. Leaner in the lane is good. We're tied at 2.
And that's one of the easiest ways to be able to get the ball when you're the one being face guarded in the box and one. Make a play on defense, go fast break, lay it up and in.
Quat with our first points for Neshannock here today. Pressured is Gavin Grace. Ball's tipped and off the hands of Tyler Wolf and back to the Lancers with 6:13 remaining in the first. 2-2 is our score.
Yeah, taking a look at our replay here, and yeah, it looked like it went off the head of Luca Pegley, and it certainly did, but I think the official thought it deflected off of a hand after that as well. Nonetheless, back-to-back turnovers to start the game now for Fort Cherry.
Neshannock has it. 2 minutes played here from Neshannock High School. 2-2 score. Mazzacco to the right wing with Quat. Crossover. Double team for a moment. Slips it inside Mazzacco. Catch made by Ashton Allison. A three-pointer by Pegley. No good. And a rebound swarmed by Wolf.
Yeah, good ball movement and just shot didn't fall. Now good job hustling back and forcing another turnover as Ashton deflects it. It's double touched out of bounds, Polk.
Double A with the great play back to the Lancers.
Well, you need to have that Energizer Bunny mentality because he was the one going in for the rebound, sprinted to 90 feet back to get his hands on that.
2.5 played here in the first quarter. 2-2 is our score. Neshannock with a basket from Quat. Fort Cherry splitting both of their free throw chances. Attacking off the baseline was Ashton Allison. Probably could have jammed it if he wanted to.
Yeah,
good.
Yeah, I think he kind of thought about it, then hesitated and was too strong on the lay-in attempt. But the ball gets to the high post. That's the way you beat it, Ty.
Bianchi hands it over. Trnavsky, good defense, but a foul. And that will be on Neshannock, and it's on Ashton Allison. That's the third team foul for Neshannock, and we're barely 3 minutes into this first quarter.
Well, they call that a shooting foul, too. The contact didn't happen until after the ball had already gone past the cylinder. I was more watching on the backside, though, Ty, because battle between Mazzacco and Tyler Wolf. Wolf had a full jersey of Mazzacco, but nothing called, and instead free throws for Trnavsky. No field goals in the game. 2 of 5 from the line so far are the Rangers.
Yeah, but they're splitting pairs, and you don't want that for a team like Neshannock that we've seen over the last few years in the playoffs. They could shoot with the best of them, and it's none different this year. There's the second. That's no good, too. So that's the first offer at the line for Fort Cherry. In their previous 2 times, they had split their pairs.
How about this, though? That's the first rebound of the game for Neshannock, and it comes 3 minutes into the contest.
Mazzacco straight away to the right side with Luca Pegley. Pegley nearly threw it out of one. Freeze helping out here. Mazzacco on the right wing.
Yeah, not sure how that wasn't a travel, to be honest. Officials said he didn't have control of the ball as he was trying to drag the pivot foot. The ball was being bobbled. Kind of got lucky.
Pegley to Allison. Short corner jumper is good.
Well, you know, I was going to say, Todd, last year in the first round against Winchester Thurston, Ashton Allison had his coming out party with those mid-range jumpers. His career high in that game. You're going to need more of that tonight.
And the basket and the foul for Tyler Wolf as he gets the give and go right down the middle and lays it in with the right hand.
Yeah, give and go. They beat the press that time. Neshannock's gotten a couple of steals off of the full court pressure. That time, though, an and one opportunity and a chance for Fort Cherry to regain the lead.
Pegley picking up the foul. That's his first team fourth, and the and one complete for Wolf. He has 4 points.
Bianchi has a couple field goals each for Allison and Quat. The 1-point Rangers lead as they stay in their junk defense. So, I don't know, what do you call it, an umbrella in one?
Yeah, I call it 2-3 at the moment right here. Now setting up Pegley's three-pointer, no good. Rebound collected by Freeze. Mazzocco slides it out. Ashton Allison attacking on the baseline. Pegley doubled up right underneath the basket. Slips it over. Freeze the three-pointer, and it's a 3-ball for Freeze.
That's his sweet spot in the corner. Drains it, gives the Neshannock the 2-point lead back midway through the first.
7-5 is our score, and a steal for the Lancers. Coming up with it, Pegley. Slides it back, Allison. 3:30 remaining in the first. One-hand floater, no good from Quat. And the ball will stay with Neshannock. Looks like Fort Cherry had an opportunity for that rebound, and it looks like that was a very close one for it, but it is Lancer ball.
We have the benefit of the replay, and we thought it went off of a white jersey, not a gray jersey, but officials say otherwise.
Freeze with the fake, and it's off the knee of Allison, and the steal for Fort Cherry.
Yeah, that high post, though, it's where they were trying to go there. It is wide open. Keep feeding the ball to the high post.
3:10 remaining in the first. 3-ball for Bianchi, no good. Follow-up chance, no good as well for Wolf. Gets a third chance, and the foul.
Nash and Allison's going to pick up his second on the 2nd and 1 opportunity. Tyler Wolf with 6 of the 7 points right now for the Rangers. And we'll see our first substitution coming in, Ryan Cameron, but we're going to have a timeout on the court first, called by Neshannock. Give Pontius Insurance a call for home, auto, business, or life insurance. Get it all with a local agent at PontiusInsurance.com.
Tyler Wolf will get a chance for that and one. It will be a second. 3:05 remaining in the first. A 30-second timeout for the Lancers as we're tied at 7-all. And early on, it's been Fort Cherry getting chances at the line. They haven't necessarily taken advantage of them, but that and one, hopefully for Wolf the first time around, hopes to be something that changes for them.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that he's gotten now back-to-back and ones, and that one on a second and third effort. I have him for 5 rebounds in the first 5 minutes of the game, Ty, and that's what's got to be something changing. 3 offensive rebounds. He has more offensive rebounds than Neshannock has team rebounds. We'll leave it at that.
Take a look at on the screen with the Class 2A bracket. Just went off the screen. You can see Clairton, Shenango. We also have that for you audio-only coverage on lcsportsnet.com.
And free video to watch Laurel and Eden Christian right now, just down the road in Harlansburg.
And one complete for Tyler Wolf. He now has 7 points, has 7 of the 8 for Fort Cherry. They lead 8-7, under 3 minutes remaining in the first.
I like the timeout, though, by Coach Corey. You know, remind him, what are we doing? We face the junk defense. What are the things we're looking for? What are we trying to do?
Pegley slashing, throws the ball into the backcourt, and it's over and back.
And not what they were looking to do there. Just not on the same page. Second turnover against Neshannock. They forced 4 Fort Cherry turnovers. The issue is the fouls on the board. 5-0.
Grace inbounds, finding an open man to lay in, rolls off for Trinovsky. Rebound goes to Mazzocco. Neshannock bringing it up the court. Mazzocco stopped, a 3-pointer. Pegley knocks it down.
Yeah, misfired on his first 3, but stepped into that one with some confidence. Gives Neshannock the 10-8 lead.
Second 3-pointer for Neshannock, and they get the steal once again. Here comes Mazzocco, hands it over. Quaddy lays it in. A quick 4-point burst for Neshannock. They lead by 4. 2:20 remaining in the first. Coming back the other way, Trinovsky, and that's a charge.
Yeah, good job by Pegley getting back, getting in position. If that's college or NBA, that's probably in the restricted zone. No such thing in high school basketball. You get there first, you set up the defensive position, you get the charge call. MedorabonnerLaw.com is a community firm with personal connection and individualized service. Visit MedorabonnerLaw.com as Fort Cherry's now going to take a 30-second timeout as well. It gives us a chance to give a shout out to our friends at Nick's Auto Body. People you trust, players you trust. Collision repair, paint and detailing. How about full service mechanical, interior cleaning? Nick's Auto Body. Trust your body in our hands. Right now, you're trusting Tyler Wolf. He's got 7 of the 8 points for Fort Cherry, and I like what Neshannock's doing. You're trusting that everybody's going to go and take the shots that they need. Pegley's got a 3. Freeze has a 3. Davey Quatt's got a couple transition, and I think that's what's going to open things up. He's going to get his looks, of course, but you don't need to force anything, and that's, I think, something that's a lot different from a Davey Quatt here versus if this had happened a year or 2 ago. Just the maturity to know you have somebody else around you who can go and knock the shots down even when you're not.
2:18 remaining in the first. Lancers 12, Rangers 8. Let's take a quick look around the county, and at the end of one in Clairton, the Bears lead the Shenango Wildcats 7-5. So low-scoring battle there.
I expected that. Two pretty, I was going to say short teams, but just not a lot of height for either one of them.
Quad a three-pointer, but it's an offensive foul, and it will be on Edworthy. Mazzocco, excuse me.
Yeah, I saw the 2 at first. Thought I saw the 3, but yeah, it was definitely 24, Gino Mazzocco, who stuck his leg out at the last second for that turnover. Yeah, I thought it was on Mazzocco, and then I thought I saw the 2-3, but yeah, it was definitely 2-4 Mazzocco, not 3-2 of Edworthy.
So that's the 5th foul on Neshannock. So the next one will be the double bonus for the remainder of the 2 minutes remaining in the first.
Yeah, it's actually 6 total fouls now.
Weinbrenner, a good pass for Tyler Wolf, and he already has 9. Minute 50.
Yeah, 9 of the 10, and just good ball movement again. They're so quick, flashing and driving to the hole any chance. Those give and goes have been working really well for the Rangers.
Minute 40 remaining, 12-10 Lancers.
Now triangle and 2. They've triangled and 2 against Quatt and Pegley. The other 3 are playing a zone. Pegley has a man in his face. Quatt has a man in his face.
Mazzocco right in the lane, skips it over, and Ryan Cameron stepped his foot on the sideline trying to activate.
Yeah, I'd say they're going to say a travel. I thought he was on the sideline too. They're going to say travel, shuffle the feet before putting it on the deck. Either way, turnover back to the Rangers. 5 Fort Cherry turnovers, 4 Neshannock turnovers with 90 seconds remaining in the first.
Gavin Grace has it. Rangers down by 2, 12-10. Grace with graceful moves, can't finish. Neither can Wolf. Gets a 3rd chance. That's offline too. Ryan Cameron with the rebound. 1:10 remaining in the first.
Yeah, well, we got a dangerous trend here. That's 5 offensive rebounds for Tyler Wolf in the first quarter. 9.7 rebounds in the first quarter for Mr. Wolf.
1 minute remaining in the first. Gino Mazzocco slides one over. Luca Pegley. Pegley, Mazzocco, right block. Now he spins one through. Good. Backdoor cut, but it couldn't be finished for Cameron.
Oh, and then they're going to get Mazzocco on a foul on the rebound. He literally just ripped it away without touching anybody. The officials are going to say otherwise. His 2nd foul, and now they're going to send the other way for free throws for Tyler Wolf. I'm sorry, there was no contact on the body whatsoever.
So free throw battle for Fort Cherry. That's how they've been able to keep themselves afloat in this first period. And now once again, the man at the line is Tyler Wolf.
Well, we're going to see how deep Coach Corey's squad is as Wolf makes his first, because 2 fouls on Mazzocco, 2 fouls on Ashton Allison. You'll see Gino Blundo, the sophomore, making his first step into the lineup. Saw Coach Blundo out here. A lot of Canes fans.
Wolf already with 10. He hits his first. Misses the second off the front rim. Fort Cherry scramble. They got it. Tyler Wolf has it. 42 seconds remaining in the first as they'll play out near the midline. Connor Van Sickle. Landon Trinaski inside, and it's off the hands of Tyler Wolf. It stays with Fort Cherry as it was last touched by the Lancers.
Yeah, these offensive rebounds that were killing Neshannock. That's 7 offensive rebounds in the first quarter for Fort Cherry.
Baseline inbounds, Gavin Grace, 30 seconds remaining. Trinaski doubled right at the lane. Slides one, Bianchi. Now attacking, it's Tyler Wolf. And once again, he'll go to the line.
This is going to be his 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the opening quarter. As Freeze was the one who was guarding him, and a good job getting position, knocked it away, but Wolf not being denied, and Cameron coming over, bringing the arms down to pick up the personal.
4 of 6 for Wolf at the free throw line. With 22.6 seconds remaining in the first, he hits his first. That's now 11 points for him in the first quarter. A good start for the junior forward. Now look to get his first perfect trip at the line today, and he does get it. 12 points. Fort Cherry ahead by 1, 13-12, 22.6 remaining in the first.
And now he'll check out, and Weinberg will check back in. He's got 12 of the 13 points, does Tyler Wolf.
So a well-deserved break just before the second quarter. Lancers look like they're aiming for the last shot. Pegley has it over the timeline. Bounces to the left. Finds Gino Blundo.
Still triangle and 2 for the Rangers defensively.
Ryan Cameron, Pegley up top. Davey Quat, 5 seconds remaining. Quat attacks. Cameron's 3 before the horn, no good. And that wraps up our first quarter of play. End of 1 here from Neshannock High School in the 2A first round. Fort Cherry 13, Neshannock 12. Second quarter coming up. You're listening and watching Lancer basketball on LCSportsNet.com and the NFHS network.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
Played 1 quarter here at Neshannock High School. Fort Cherry 13, Neshannock 12. And James, let's take a look at the stats from that first quarter. As we already know, a ton of free throws coming for Fort Cherry.
7 of 12 for Fort Cherry. No attempts for Neshannock from the charity stripe in the first quarter. Fouls 8-1. 3 of 12 from the field is Fort Cherry. 5 of 12 from the field is Neshannock, but the rebounds, the main story. Total of 11-5. Doubling up on the rebounds is Fort Cherry. In fact, Wolf alone with 5 offensive rebounds has more than Neshannock has total team rebounds.
Pegley tried to find Mazzocco on the right corner. Ball tapped out of bounds, stays with Neshannock. Pegley alongside Quat, Lyle Freeze, Gino Mazzocco, Ashton Allison.
And those last 2 playing with 2 fouls right now.
Pegley for Mazzocco. Out to the right wing, Ashton Allison, right block, and that pass thrown away. Quat will touch it, and it's over and back for the second time today for Neshannock.
Well, credit Connor Van Sickle. He's the one who's face guarding against Davey Quat, and he actually took a peek over and saw they were going to pass it back out to Lyle Freeze. Mazzocco had to change his plan at the last second, and as a result, because he came over for it, it goes into the backcourt.
Grinnin's 3-pointer, no good. Rebound for Quat. Davey Quat brings it up, lines one over. Got the pass back from Freeze. Quat once again with the crossover on the left wing. Flips it back. Pegley's 3-pointer. Back iron, no good. Trinaski, long pass on to Van Sickle. He can't finish the layup. And the ball back to Neshannock as it went out of bounds.
Yeah, Pegley, after missing a shot, he went and tried to get the rebound, left the wide open pass down low, but with so much speed, Van Sickle couldn't catch the pass before going underneath the hoop.
1 minute gone here in the second quarter. Lancers down by 1, 13-12. Mazzocco looks over his options. Left block, back to Mazzocco from Ashton Allison. Mazzocco slashes to the middle of the lane. Now at the foul line, no one around him. He'll take it and make it.
Well, that's what I mean, though. You have a chance to get to the high post. That's where you should be looking first and foremost, because that's the shot is what ends up happening and what ends up being open the most often. And if somebody does come to you, that's when you kick it to the corner.
Mazzocco's first points of the game. 1:30 played here in the second. Ball stolen by Ashton Allison. Read the backdoor pass to Tyler Wolf. Quat opens up, step back, 3-pointer. Not this time. Long rebound back to Quat. Now he puts it on the deck and draws the foul.
Yeah. Good job to tap it back out. Allison getting his hands on that rebound. And then Quat tried to get the shot off. Not going to get credit for that as Gavin Grace picks up his first.
First foul here in the second. Overall, 2 fouls for Fort Cherry in this game. Ashton Allison poked away from the man. Slips it back with Zacco now in the right corner. Now he activates at the right block. Under pressure, Allison dips it over. A three-pointer by Freeze. He knocks it down.
You're going to need Mr. Freeze tonight, especially on all those corner shots. High post to the corner. That's where you got to be looking. High post, short corner, and then a deep corner with Freeze at second 3 of the game.
6 points for him. 5:45 remaining in the second. Attacking, no good from Van Sickle. Fast break offense for Neshannock, but Zacco
on our replay, and yeah, did get a bit of the body on the way up. So 2 free throws now coming for Gino Mazzacco.
Gino Mazzacco shooting 2 at the line. First is no good. Over 66.5% at the line this season.
All right, math lesson. We're rounding this up.
James, I know you're a math teacher, but come on. I'm a journalist. I wasn't good at math.
I just wanted our producer to hear 6-7%, that's all.
I can't take it anymore. I was done with it once. Now I got to hear it all the time. Anyway.
Janowski, second foul, by the way. Keep that in mind.
Van Sickle's three-pointer from the right wing, no good. Loose ball foul on Fort Cherry.
Yeah, Tyler Wolf with a push in the back on the rebound after that Van Sickle miss.
5:22 remaining in the second. No more math lessons, please.
Here, I'll give you an easy one. Fort Cherry's 0 for 3 from beyond the arc. What's that percentage?
That's a 0.
Hey, good job. Matches your math grade, probably.
I actually was a B+ student. Three-pointer, no good from Freeze. And then a steal. An A+ play by Freeze, but it went out of bounds, and they say it's Fort Cherry ball.
It was off of somebody's leg, so Mazzacco got it poked away, and then Freeze reads the outlet pass, steps back in front of it, and then going out of bounds, and again, from our angle, I mean, we got the benefit of instant replay, but that went off of a Fort Cherry leg, not a Neshannock leg. We've seen a couple of those both directions now of appearing to us that it went the other direction of what the officials called. Neshannock now into a 2-3 zone defensively.
Van Sickle now for Gavin Grace. Stopped by the 2-3, the corner going for Biaggi. Biaggi, now Grace three-pointer, swish. His first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, the senior, that's the one to watch out for from the outside. A little bit of a flat shot, but he was able to jump into it and knock it down.
17-16, 4:30 remaining in the second. Lancers lead by 1. Mazzacco between the circles calls a play. Howe starts his dribble. Underneath the basket, kicks it over. Pegley's three-pointer. No good. Rebound, Trinaski caught it on the fly. Bounce pass on for Biaggi. What a move to score.
Yeah, what's one of our keys to the game was the fast break. Neshannock's done it very well, but Fort Cherry on a missed shot, they get up the court so quickly, Ty.
Halfway through the second. Fort Cherry 18, Neshannock 17. Pegley back to Quat. Ashton Allison steps over. Mazzacco says, why not? Bunny's out. Rebound collected by Landon Trinaski. Grace looks back at his coach for a play. Finds Van Sickle. His three-pointer pops out. And it's collected by Quat.
Now, Fort Cherry should not be taking the outside shots. They're 0 for 4, or 1 for 5 now, excuse me, not looking great. That's what we got to be watching more of, is getting them into the hoop like Quat just did there.
Yep, Quat attacks right down the lane and draws the foul. Biaggi picks up the foul. That's his first. Team foul number 4, so the foul trouble slips the other way, as that's 4 fouls on Fort Cherry. None for Neshannock in this second quarter in the first.
Yeah, after it was 8 fouls to 1 in the first frame. Davey Quat makes his first. 61% free throw shooter on the year.
Quat, one of the top scorers ever in Lawrence County.
Trailing the all-time leading scorer, Kevin Covert, as well as his father, David Quat. Both 2,000-point career scorers here at Neshannock. Davey just over 1,600 in his career.
Hit both, attacking. Grace, no good. Lancers lead by 1. 3:08 remaining in the first half. 19-18 Neshannock. Quad, dancing, spin move, draws the foul. It's a reach, and it's on Van Sickle.
Yeah, there's been a lot of that went uncalled in the first quarter. Reaching in, both hands on the body, you're going to get that called every time. Freshman doesn't agree with it, Tyler, but I mean that's textbook. You get 2 hands on the body, it's going to be called.
First foul on Van Sickle, and that's now the double bonus. First no good for Quad. And you know the old saying, James, you reach, I teach.
Neshannock entered the red zone as a result, the bonus red zone. Spirit sales can raise big money for your organization. Make sure you score big at the red zone.
Quad can't score big with either at the line there. Under 3 minutes remaining in the first half. 19-18 Lancers. Here's a steal by Allison. Scramble on the floor for Freeze, and he does. He has the foul, excuse me.
Yeah, so Freeze dies on the floor. Oh, they're calling the foul on Lyle Freeze.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I said.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm like, he's just out here trying to control the ball, and I guess maybe he accidentally clipped someone. Let's see the replay there. Yeah, he dove low at Colton Smith. That's why they're probably calling that. But I don't know.
Well, I need my lead mode recording. If you think you can do a better job, log on to PIAA.org, click on Become an Official, take the test, see how you do. There's been a lot that you can be questioning here so far.
Grace no good, but a push, and it's on Fort Cherry.
You can hear the fans yelling makeup calls. That was going in for the rebound. Tyler Wolf picks up his second as he basically bodied up against Luca Pegli. So foul trouble. Wolf with 2, Trinavsky with 2 for Fort Cherry. Mazzocco, Freeze, and Allison each with 2 for Neshannock.
There'll be 2 at the line for Luca Pegli, who has a 3-pointer made today. First is no good for Pegli so far this season. 75% at the line.
The issue is Neshannock as a team 65% from the charity stripe.
Well, that's 2 off your favorite number.
63 is my favorite number?
Well, 2 off adding it, but I guess whatever. I tried to be cheeky too, but...
You're trying to be cheeky with numbers with a math teacher. Good luck.
I guess not.
Both free throws no good, so that's 4 straight misses from the line for Neshannock.
2:33 remaining, and it's a block on Neshannock, and they'll call it on Allison.
And that's his third. Allison had beautiful, perfect position here. Perfect position. The issue is at the last second, he ducks and covers. It looks like he ducks, covers, turns away, and that's why the blocking call ends up getting called. So his third, and we're going to see now checking in for the first time, Callan Haggerty, the 6'4 freshman. And now Tyler Wolf will come back in with 2 fouls, trying to take a mismatch against the big man.
Wolf has it, off the inbounds, it scores.
Go right
Fort
to
Cherry
him.
Back ahead, 20-19, 2:25 remaining. 14 points for Wolf. That's his first points here in the second quarter. At 12 in the first. Haggerty inside at the short corner. That's good.
How about that? The freshman, not many minutes this year, steps right in, gets in the short corner, doesn't hesitate at all, says, thank you very much.
I mean, hey, add some size to this team. Maybe that could be the ticket for Neshannock.
And now he's going man-on-man down low. And because they can't get it to him, Ty, they're going to get a turnover.
Trinavsky is incredulous about it, but it's good defense by Haggerty coming off the bench. Ethan Weinbrenner checks back in for Fort Cherry.
Yeah, good call. Off of his leg, out of bounds.
Hope you're enjoying all of the sights and sounds here from today's matchup at Neshannock High School. It's the 2A first round in boys basketball. The Lancers 4 seed. The Rangers 13. Quat fakes the 3. Here comes Mazzocco. Lost the handle and a steal by Weinbrenner. Trinavsky sides through the lane and draws the block. And it will be on Pegli, it looks like.
Yep, that'll be his second now. And again, Pegli's in good position, but he kind of turns away. The issue with that is that on each of those last fouls, it's called a player control foul, and on each of those, the offensive player was not in control. So that's why you're getting some raised eyebrows, because the offensive player was not in control for either one of those fouls. The defender was in good legal guarding position, but because you're turning away, that's what the official sees, and that's why they're getting not charges but blocks called against them. First points for Chernovsky as he makes his first.
He was 0 for 2 in his first try there. We're tied at 21 apiece with 1:35 remaining. And a couple high pops, no good. We're tied at 21, 1:30 remaining in the first half. Lancers in an early battle. Haggerty with a big screen and a three-pointer from Quat, no good. And a push called on Neshannock, and that looks like the definition of a makeup.
Nope, that's a definition of of not knowing the rules of basketball, because Haggerty goes straight up and down. You are allowed verticality. I'm sorry, that's a missed call again. You can see it on the replay. Haggerty goes straight up to get the rebound. That is legal.
Haggerty picks up his first. Now all of a sudden 4 team fouls on Neshannock. And suddenly this first round matchup is a dogfight. 1:15 remaining in the first half.
3 ties and 9 lead changes here in the first 2 quarters of play.
Gavin Grace has it. Flips it back from Van Sickle. They just play catch at the right wing. Now they move it up top. Grace at the spike line, under a minute remaining in the first half.
And Fort Cherry, I think, can be content just to waste this final minute. They're the underdog. They want to shorten this game as much as possible.
Van Sickle for Grace. Bianchi, and yeah, you see that all the time. People don't like that. Now they'll take a jumper with Van Sickle. That's no good. Haggerty with the rebound. 35 seconds remaining in the first half. Gino Mazzocco has it right in the lane. Floater alert, no good. Chernovsky with the rebound. 26 seconds remaining in the first half. Now it looks like Fort Cherry will take the full hold here. Bianchi around Pegley. Kicks it over. In and out of the hands of Van Sickle. He controls it. Gavin Grace, 8 seconds remaining. Here comes Van Sickle down the lane. Drop pass, and once again, it's Tyler Wolf. 18 points. Time expires on the long distance try by Neshannock, and Fort Cherry in control after 1 half of play. Rangers 23, Neshannock 21. We'll come back with some halftime stats, get you ready for the second half. You're listening to this matchup on lcsportsnet.com, and you're watching on NFHS Network.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all the Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team, school, and family in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for business and homeowners in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial projects. Call Joe today at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project.
If your basement walls are peeling, that is not appealing. So this is water damage,
yes,
man?
Sir. That's water damage.
How many people right now have compromise in their basement brought on by water?
Oh, the majority. I mean, water is the enemy of a home.
Right.
But it's better to have it assessed to give you that ease of mind.
Sure.
Inspections are free. Might as well just give us a call to help.
Baker's Waterproofing is now Groundworks. Schedule a free inspection.
At Penn West University, we're making college make sense again for people who maybe thought college wasn't the answer. We're making college practical with programs tied to in-demand jobs that prepare you for success right away. We're making college accessible by breaking down barriers and offering more choices. We're making college approachable with faculty who understand where you're coming from and help you get where you're going. At Penn West, we're making college valuable again for people just like you. Learn more at pennwest.edu.
You can shop for pretty much anything online. Clothes, food, vacations, you name it. All without ever leaving the comfort of your couch. Finally, banking can be just that easy too. With the all-new FMB eStore, you can shop for hundreds of financial products to manage your money, all from the comfort of your couch. From clicks to bricks, we've got you covered. Experience the FMB eStore in branch, on your phone, or online at fmb-online.com.
That's the power
You're always on the winning team with the Power of Bowser, the official car dealer of the WPIAL. Visit powerofbowser.com 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to find your perfect vehicle. Get the absolute best price and the best car buying experience around. See the full lineup at powerofbowser.com. Powerofbowser.com, where the power of Bowser is yours.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in Neshannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
Attorneys Parada, Jones, and McCree are dedicated to giving their clients the best chance at a positive result. From personal injury, criminal and corporate law, real estate, municipal law, to wills and estates, their team will work with you through every step of the legal process. With Parada, Jones, and McCree, excellence is our guarantee.
Halftime here from Neshannock High School in the Class 2A boys basketball first round at WPIAL. Fort Cherry 23, Neshannock 21. And let's take a look at the score by quarters for Fort Cherry, currently ahead by 2. They had 13 in the first, 10 in the second. For Neshannock, 12 in the first, 9 in the second.
Both teams 7 of 21 from the field. The difference is at the charity stripe where Fort Cherry at 8 for 14, Neshannock 2 for 6 from the line. Rebounding totals better for Neshannock in the second quarter as they held Fort Cherry. No offensive rebounds, just 5 on the defensive end, but are being out-rebounded 16-12 in the course of the game. Leading scorer is Tyler Wolf. He has 16 of the 23 points for Fort Cherry. Also has 9 rebounds in the first half. Jordan Bianchi with a 2-pointer and a free throw. He's got 3 points. Gavin Grace with a 3-pointer. And Landon Favasky 1 of 4 from the charity stripe. That's the extent of the Ranger scoring. On the other side, Lyle Freeze with a pair of 3-pointers. He leads Neshannock scoring with 6. Davey Quat with 5. Luca Pegley with a 3. And then 2 each from Ashton Allison and Gino Mazzacco to round out the Lancer scoring. As Fort Cherry outscored Neshannock 13-12 in the first quarter and 10-9 in the second quarter to this 23-21 halftime lead. There's your first half scoring recap. Give a shout out to Creative Edge, fully licensed and insured architecture and construction management services, making your project a reality. More information is available 724-652-1372. And real quick, the foul trouble situation. Ashton Allison with 3 fouls, picked it up at about the 2-minute mark of the second quarter there. 2 fouls each for Luca Pegley, Lyle Freeze, and Gino Mazzacco. On the other side, 2 fouls for Tyler Wolf, 2 fouls for Landon Tronavsky. That's the extent of the Fort Cherry foul trouble. 23-21, your halftime score. 13-seeded Rangers leading Neshannock, the 4-seed here in Lancerville.
When we come back, we'll have the second half for you here from Neshannock High School. You're listening to this contest on lcsportsnet.com and watching on the NFHS network.
Congratulations to our January LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Laurel Wrestling as our LCAP Team of the Month for making the WPIAL semifinals and qualifying for the state championships, both for the first time in program history. Congratulations to Coach Kevin Carmichael and the Laurel Wrestling Team, our LCAP Team of the Month.
When you're looking for quality concrete services, contact the experienced professionals at Doran Concrete. Our company is family, locally owned and operated, and has been serving the community for over 30 years. Get residential or commercial concrete services for any size job. Our skilled professionals offer prompt and reliable services at an affordable price. We believe in the principles of honesty, integrity, and reliability. Get in touch with us for exceptional concrete services at prices that you can afford.
Being the home team, to playing at home. And at LGKG, we have been your home team for over 90 years.
We're more than just a law firm.
We're your friends, your neighbors, an advocate when life takes an unexpected turn.
We're not just lawyers that practice law. We live in this community, just like you.
When you need us most, we're at our best.
Does your blueprint not match the vision of your building project? Not with Creative Edge Architecture. From concept to creation, Jeff Measle will help tackle the complex problems, creating design solutions and construction experience. Creative Edge gives you the edge design and construction meet.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game. This game and the broadcast rights to this game are the sole and exclusive property of the WPIAL. This broadcast is intended for the benefit of the viewing and listening audience. Any use, broadcast, or distribution of this broadcast without the express written consent of the WPIAL is strictly prohibited.
WPIAL Class 2A boys basketball first round here from Neshannock High School. Moments away from the start to the second half. Fort Cherry 23, Neshannock 21. And James, what do the Lancers have to do to get themselves back in front firmly? They've led by as big as 4 in this game.
Well, they need to get back to their foundation. They need to move the ball well, whether it's, a straight-up defense, a box and one, a triangle two, whatever it is. They need to get back to their foundation first and foremost. Right there with the dribble penetration. And then when you get the shots, you got to knock them down. 3 of 9 from beyond the arc. Not bad in the first half, but, not great either. 33% though in high school basketball, you'll take that any day. I want to see more with the work of the dribble penetration, though, is what I'm looking more for, because there are so many open spots in that zone. They got to get back defensively, because those fast break points have been the key for Fort Cherry. And I'll tell you what, Connor Van Sickle, one of the top players of this team, a freshman, no points for him. It's all about the Wolf. He's leading the Wolf pack. It's Tyler Wolf with 16 of his team's 23 points here at the halftime break. Talk about a foundation. Neshannock needs a foundation play from Doran Concrete. With over 30 years of experience, Doran Concrete, they lay the foundation for your home or office job.
Right in front of us, it's Connor Van Sickle alongside Gavin Grace, Tyler Wolf, Landon Trinaski, and Jordan Bianchi. That's the 5 for Fort Cherry.
Starting 5 for Neshannock out there: Quat, Pegley, Allison, Mazzocco, and Freeze.
Trinaski swings it back. Gavin Grace wedges it up against the side of the hoop, and he picks up the foul right after that, trying to get the ball away from Pegley.
Yeah, ends up putting Pegley on his backside right there. Want to give a mention as well. Davey Quat, 6 rebounds to lead Neshannock, and 9 for Tyler Wolf to lead the rebounds. Second foul against Gavin Grace.
So one more for Wolf, and he gets a first-round double-double.
Yeah, I thought he was going to get a first quarter double-double the way he was going.
Yeah, he
had 12
looking unstoppable.
12 and 7 in the first quarter.
Mazzocco, left corner, Quat. Good triangle on for Freeze. Mazzocco's open right in the lane, but no one found him.
Yeah, tough to get it to him when you got the big arms of Wolf just kind of opening up the wingspan. Got to flash and find the open spot in the zone. I know you want to be on the block to catch the pass, but then again, not on the same page here as it's thrown into the Lansing Lunatics.
Yep, Mazzocco and Quat out of sync there. Quat was going for a cut, and Mazzocco thought he was going to stay back behind the three-point line.
Try to get you some other halftime scores. 23-12, Clareton leads Shenango. Winner of this one takes on either the Bears or the Cats.
Bianchi, bounce pass. Trinaski rattled out the jumper, and a foul will be on Allison. That'll be his 3rd.
No, it'll be his 4th.
Yes, it is his 4th. 59 seconds into our 3rd quarter, so it'll be more minutes for Callan Haggerty, the freshman. We had a good end of the first half for the Lancers. Basket over top of him by Landon Chernaski.
Yeah, good defensive position. Just Chernaski able to elevate just enough to get it over top of the 6'4" freshman. Really was good verticality and good defensive position. Chernaski just made the play.
3 points for Chernaski, our first points out of the first half. 6:40 remaining in the third. Mazzocco says why not, and he rainbowed it over to goal.
Yeah, I thought about it too long. And ended up shooting it too long.
Gavin Grace picks it back. Van Sickle on the weave. Chernaski, now a handoff for Gavin Grace between the circles. Grace loses the handle momentarily. Opening up for Chernaski, lays it in. And it's a 6-point lead for Fort Cherry, 27-21.
Yeah, largest lead of the night for either team now. 10 lead changes and 3 ties in the first half.
2 minutes into our third quarter, and the Lancers trying to get out of the garage here in the second half. Pegley at the foul line for Freeze. Quad on the left wing gets a screen from Freeze.
Yeah, good recovery there by Bianchi.
Haggerty at the spike line, right wing. Mazzocco, screen from Haggerty. Now trying to give and go, but it's right into the hands of Gavin Grace.
Yeah, good hands by Tyler Wolf on the screen and roll, getting the hands, getting big, knocking away on the bounce pass forward to get back to Haggerty.
Van Sickle, a handoff for Chernaski, and a man down right underneath the basket. Chernaski scores, and the referees call time, and down in a heap is a Fort Cherry Ranger.
Yeah, lost the ankle.
It's Van Sickle.
It's Van Sickle, thank you.
Van Sickle underneath the basket at the right block, getting checked out by his head coach, Eugene Briggs, and the training staff, and he cannot put any weight.
Yeah, as he went driving to the hoop after he passed the ball there, Tyler, he stepped on somebody's foot, rolled the ankle.
Now Briggs in one of the referees checking out the right block and making sure there's no perspiration on the floor.
Checking in for the first time is sophomore Colton Smith. And I'll tell you what, I was really impressed watching him on film. Just a real Energizer bunny as the sophomore out there. Just only 5'10", but plays bigger than that and plays faster than that.
Mazzocco has it on the right wing. Up top, Freeze. Back to Quat now on the left wing. Steps back out as we near 3 minutes played here in the third. Fort Cherry 27, Neshannock 21. Quat slashing. Scoop shot, draws the foul. Good work of making something out of nothing on the bounce by Quad.
That's his third, each second in the quarter of the line.
So Quad had a 6-point first half. He also had 6 rebounds. And he can't make the first.
Free throws causing an issue. I'll have you double check the numbers you have on there. I have it as 2 of 9 now from the line from Neshannock.
Yeah, I'll trust your handiwork there.
Corrado Jones McCree, excellence is their guarantee. Neshannock, like many teams across the WPIAL this year, not excellent from the line.
Ball tipped off of a Lancer after the second miss by Quad, and now with 3:03 played here in the third, you could say upset alert is blaring here in Lawrence County. Bianchi works it over the line, and it's Pegley picking up the foul.
I'm going to say the number of touch fouls that we've seen called, I'm surprised that one waited as long as they did before Pegley picked up his third.
Third on Pegley's second team foul. Tyler Wolf back into the game, working with 3 fouls so far, but he has 16 points. In the backcourt is Jordan Bianchi. Pegley watching him. Now Bianchi at the left wing gets a screen from Wolf, and it kicked off the foot of Haggerty, who was trying to find Wolf on the slip going towards the hole.
Checking in for Fort Cherry, number 3, Ethan Weinbrenner.
Yeah, that one went off the legs of Haggerty, but it's not a kicking motion. I'm not sure that should have been whistled dead.
Ethan Weinbrenner comes in. Grace skies it back for Trinavsky between the circles. He attacks offline with the angle there. They kick it over a three-pointer. Colton Smith can't knock that down. Rebound goes to Weinbrenner. Gavin Grace in the lane and draws the block on Neshannock.
And palms to the sky from the Neshannock bench. You gave him 3 opportunities. And there's not much contact there as we see on our replay, but enough. And they say Grace was undercut by Freeze, who picks up his 3rd.
I haven't seen a team like this consistently draw blocking fouls since Quaker Valley with Adu Teo and Marcus Frank against Montour. It was just consistent on how they would get blocking fouls when the entire lane was clogged. And of course, we know Teo's now with the Los Angeles Lakers. Frank is doing well up at Shippensburg.
Had 2 decent players there.
Pretty decent. Grace mixed both at the line. Mazzocco has it. 4:20 remaining in the 3rd. Pegley slides it inside, and Haggerty gets the basket.
Yeah, good screen and roll. Find the big man down low, and a soft touch from Callan down on the block.
That'll be a nice development in the future for Neshannock if they have another post. It was Parada last year. It might be Haggerty in the future. Trinavsky unable to get the basket. Here comes Quat. Lancers down by 4. Haggerty once more, and the foul!
Check out this replay. Watch 43 if you're on NFHS. He's pointing to the corner. He wanted the pass to Pegley in the corner because he knew he was going right down Broadway to get the pass in the and one. That's a freshman calling out where the pass is going to go, Ty Polk.
Gotta love the confidence. And he has an opportunity and does put the Lancers back within 1. That's a quick 7 points. And nearly getting the steal, and now it's a scramble on the ground. Tie up, jump ball, goes for Bianchi, nearly recovered by Mazzocco. And the career high was 3 for Haggerty. He's already bested that easily.
He's got 7. The defense leading to a turnover and a timeout on the court called by Fort Cherry. We'll keep it right here. Wide drive, and you can relax and ride with daily routes to Pittsburgh as well as routes all around Lawrence County. The Newcastle Transit Authority is going your way. Route schedule available at newcastletransit.org.
Well, with the foul trouble for Ashton Allison, Callan Haggerty looks like he's earned himself some more minutes in the future if Neshannock is able to advance.
Well, we've seen in the last few games, just due to injury, sickness, or foul trouble, that you've seen Neshannock in a couple of games having to go a little bit more deep off of their bench. We've seen both Haggerty and sophomore Brennan Stewart as another big body. Brennan had a real good game against Union in the regular season home finale, and Haggerty just has been a consistently strong player, usually in a JV game, getting some minutes here or there, but you're right, getting more and more minutes down the stretch, especially when you're having to face a taller team. Guys like how Tyler Wolf has been playing. Well, he's going to get some more minutes, going to get some opportunities. He's making the most of it.
Out of the timeout, 3:30 remaining, 27-26 Fort Cherry. Mazzocco on the deck. Here's Haggerty once more. The big man can't finish it, rattled out.
I don't know how it didn't go in. That was halfway down.
Grace lost it off his foot, recovered. No double dribble there in that situation. Bianchi over for Weinbrenner. His three-pointer can't sink it. Second chance opportunity for Fort Cherry. Out high, Gavin Grace. The rebound came from Trinavsky. Grace right in the lane, and a foul on Neshannock.
And Mazzocco immediately says, no, it can't be on me. His hands are up to the sky, and he's calling a grabbing foul.
That's the third foul on Mazzocco, and it's the fourth team foul here in the third for Neshannock.
He called a grabbing foul, and both his hands are up in the air. So it beats me how you can call that on Mazzocco as we watch it on the replay.
Trinaski in the lane, scoop shot no good, and another foul. It'll be on Neshannock.
And free throws the rest of the way again. So third quarter, third time in the bonus.
Haggerty picks up his second. 2:51 remaining in the third. Lancers down by 1. It was 27-21 before a quick burst by Callan Haggerty off the bench after foul trouble for Ashton Allison to get the Lancers back within 1. Here's Bianchi at the line shooting 2. First is no good. And no look back to this Fort Cherry, as they probably could have created an avalanche if they make these free throws.
Yeah, both teams struggling from the free throw line. Certainly not going to be our play of the game. Hey, too much time on the bleachers, Ty Polk? Call the doctors at Bailey Chiropractic. They'll get you straightened out.
Yeah, I'm going to need it after this. No good on the second for Bianchi. Loose ball foul, and it's on Fort Cherry's Weinbrenner. That's his first. And that is the fourth team foul on Fort Cherry here in the third. 2:51 remaining. Lancers still down by 1, 27-26. Quat has it. If they could get him going, that would be a very nice bonus for them.
Yeah, but they've been boxing 1 or triangle of 2 against him all night long.
Quat has it. Off the catch, fakes, attacks, slips it back. Pegley, right wing. Gino Mazzocco in the lane. Scoops one up, it's good.
Don't ask me how he scooped it up and over, but he did. Neshannock now a 7-0 run. They got the lead back.
28-27. 2:15 remaining in the third. Gianni Grace swiped away. The steal by Cameron. Here comes Gino Mazzocco. Mazzocco draws the foul, and it's on Weinbrenner. His second 15th foul on Fort Cherry. 2:07 remaining in the third.
And it starts with the good pressure in the post. The double team, Haggerty stands his ground. I believe it was Pegley who came in, either Pegley or Cameron. They were both in the area, able to poke it away. And heading to the foul line is Mazzocco.
Mazzocco hits the first at the line. So after 3 down in Allegheny County, Clairton 45, Shenango 17. And the second is good for Mazzocco. It's a 3-point lead, 30-27. Timeout called. No timeout.
Yeah, just making a substitution. Good job here getting Mazzocco with his 3 fouls out of the game for a minute. Gino Blundo checking back in. So it's Blundo, Pegley, Cameron, Haggerty, and Quat, the 5 on the floor for Neshannock.
So some youth out there for it. Here comes a steal right in front of us. And Cameron was on the line. He had the ball. So it stays with Fort Cherry, and you instinctively protecting the equipment. 2 minutes remaining in the third. Wolf has it. From the left block, a floater rattled out for Trinaski. Wolf has it, got rejected, but a third chance, and he scores. There's 18 points for Tyler Wolf.
That's his first points in the second half. They've limited him, but those offensive rebounds, he's got 7 on him on his own.
By the way, he has a double-double too.
Oh, yes.
3-pointer no good by Quat. Taking it up slowly is Jordan Bianchi for Fort Cherry. 1:30 remaining in the third. Rangers down by 1, 30-29.
Call the moving screen.
So moving screen gives the ball back to Neshannock. Wolf picks up the foul, and that's 4 for Wolf.
I missed the third foul. That is huge. He gets his 4th on the moving screen with 1:23 remaining, so he goes to the bench.
Well, now you have an opportunity if you're Neshannock through it all. With all the foul trouble against the Lancers, it's Wolf, who's been so huge for Fort Cherry, picking up foul trouble. 1:22 remaining in the third. Gino Blundo out high. Quat, 3-pointer, connects.
And that one was in the flow of the offense. He gets his first 3 of the game, 64th of the season.
33-29, and here's the steal by Cameron right at the timeline. He lays it in.
That's where he's at his best defensively. So quick with the hands, so quick with the feet. The steal and the breakaway.
What's that, an 11-2 run?
Sounds right to me.
Looking for a pass, Grace on the right wing, and now things going the Lancers' way. 49.7 seconds remaining in the third, and a timeout called by Fort Cherry, and we'll take one as well. Neshannock on an 11-2 run. They lead 35-29. This is the Class 2A first round on LCSportsNet.com and NFHS Network.
Hey, Mom, do you need a ride to the store today?
Oh, no thanks, hon. I got it covered. Mike's taking me.
Okay, well, you have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, right? I can take you to that.
No, I got it covered too. Mike's taking me.
Mike?
Yes, Mike's my Axe driver. Picks me up right at my door and even helps carry my groceries. It's so convenient to schedule and ride with Axe. Wish I would have called him sooner.
Okay, Mom. Sounds like you got it covered.
I have an apple pie ready to eat. How about you help me with that?
Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Wilmington's Reese Bruckner as the January Red Zone Female Athlete of the Month, as the county's leading scorer, approaching the 1,000 career points mark as well. Lawrence County SportsNet is also proud to honor Laurel Wrestling's Casey Wilson as January's Male Athlete of the Month for getting his 100th career win on the mat and helping the Spartans to their first ever PIAA berth in program history. Congratulations and best of luck to Laurel's Casey Wilson and Wilmington's Reese Bruckner, the January Red Zone Athletes of the Month.
We did some more math between this break. It's a 14-2 run in favor of Neshannock. 49.7 remaining in the third, 35-29 Lancers.
Mazzacco, Pegley, Cameron, Haggerty, and Quat with 42 seconds remaining now on the court for Neshannock. And I think now they're the ones that are going to be content and say, hey, if you want to play this, you got to come out and guard us.
When things were grim, it seemed like everything flipped for Neshannock, and it's Callan Haggerty that was a big part of that.
Yeah, 4:30 remaining in the third quarter. It was 27-21. Neshannock hadn't scored in the second half. Since then, a 14-2 run in the last 3 minutes of play.
Neshannock starts the action with 14 seconds remaining in the third. Mazzacco over to Pegley. Quat calling for it, has it. 7 seconds remaining. Mazzacco activates in the lane. Floater, good. 1 second remaining, 37-29 at the end of the third. The Lancers now add and make that a 16-2 run. We'll take a break. We'll have the fourth for you on LCSportsNet.com and the NFHS Network.
Congratulations to our January LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Laurel Wrestling as our LCAP Team of the Month for making the WPIAL semifinals and qualifying for the state championships, both for the first time in program history. Congratulations to Coach Kevin Carmichael and the Laurel Wrestling Team, our LCAP Team of the Month.
This presentation of the NFHS Network is brought to you by Big Ten Plus. Get 3 months of Big Ten Plus for only $4.99 per month. Scan the QR code or go to big10plus.com and enter NFHS when selecting a monthly pass at checkout.
An 8-point lead for the Lancers, their biggest so far, 37-29 as we start the fourth here in the WPIAL 2A first round of the boys basketball bracket here. And looking at the other side of the bracket, it looks like the next matchup will be the Clairton Bears, as they're currently dominating Shenango at last look.
Yeah, we'll see what other scores we can get before the end of the night. While we have a moment, give a shout out to UPMC, the Lawrence and Mercer County's local choice for advanced orthopedic care, getting you back on your feet faster at upmc.com. And speaking of getting back on your feet, Connor Van Sickle is sitting on the bench right now. Looks like he may have gotten some extra tape after he had his ankle injury. Haven't seen him back on the court either since he took that tumble early in the third quarter.
Fourth quarter starts. Jumper, Bianchi, no good. Rebound for Quat.
Good box out by Mazzacco.
Pegley finds Haggerty. He finishes. Callan Haggerty with 9. It's a 10-point lead.
I hate to tell you, that man's getting a shirt. I hope I got some XLs in the bag. Career high for him. Only played 9 games this year. He's got 9 points in the biggest one of them all.
And a steal by Neshannock. Lead pass, Quad lays it in. They continue to add them up. It's a 20-2 run. Gavin Grace for Van Sickle. Crossover left side, Bianchi. Van Sickle needed a three-pointer, it was short. And then the follow-up to finally halt the run is Jordan Bianchi. That's 5 points for Bianchi. Lead down to 10. A minute 10 played here in the fourth. Neshannock in control. Gino Mazzacco has it at the end. Moves it for Ryan Cameron.
Now, this is a veteran team, though, for Neshannock. I mean, I say that right after we're talking about the freshman who's going to be getting one of our shirts, but it's a veteran team. They know what to do. They're going to stall this out and make Fort Cherry have to come out and guard them.
Gino Mazzacco has it. Well out high. Gets a screen from Cameron. Mazzacco at the right block. Finds Haggerty. It's off the hands of Landon Tranavsky.
Good job, Tranavsky. Smacked it back off of Callan Haggerty at the end of this play, but he is standing on the end, and Lancers out of bounds when he did so that's why it is off of him and still Neshannock basketball.
Cameron with the inbound. Skies it out, Mazzacco. Between the circles. Passive double as they come out high with Cameron. Mazzacco still at the shade of the end as we play 2 minutes here in the fourth, and a hold on Fort Cherry. Actually with a minute 58.
Tranavsky will pick that up, his third, team's first. Lyle Freeze will check back in for Cameron. Tell you what, Ryan Cameron's possibly going to get a play of the game or MVP of the game because he's made some big defensive plays en route to that 20-2 run that Neshannock was on a moment ago.
Pegley takes it in the backcourt, now at the timeline. It's a screen from Quat. On the right wing inside, swings it back, Quat. A screen from Haggerty, now he gets his man. Guarded by Van Sickle, floater, good.
Oh, what a crossover by Davey Quat. Gets himself the space and then floats it in the lane. Now a Lyle Freeze steal at midcourt.
Freeze with the steal. Everything going the Lancers' way. And it started with big number 43 waiting for the screen. Now Quat, three-pointer, splash! Davey Quat, 16 points.
Yeah, you knew it was in before it even left his hand.
Floater rattled around the back rim and out for Gavin Grace, but a loose ball foul on the Lancers.
Take a look back. You go behind the screen, you give Davey Quat that sort of room, he's going to knock that down more often than not. He picks up the foul, though, at the other end. Second foul against Davey.
5:15 remaining in the fourth. In the corner, Bianchi now mid-lane, and a three-pointer by Gavin Grace.
Tell you what, it doesn't look pretty coming out of his hand. Kind of a little side spin action, really, but he's knocked down 2 of them, and Fort Cherry will take a timeout with 5:07 remaining. We'll take one as well.
5:07 remaining, Lancers 46, Rangers 34. This is the Class 2A first round on lcsportsnet.com and NFHS Network.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
Calling all sports fans. Never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
Receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for the game.
Signing up is quick and easy. Don't miss out. Sign up now and stay connected to the action.
Plus, follow us on social media for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community news.
5:07 remaining in regulation, and the Lancers lead by 12, 46-34.
Only one timeout remaining now for Fort Cherry as well. Keep that in mind, as you need those down the stretch sometimes to stop the clock as you're making the comeback. Clock does not stop in high school basketball on a made basket.
Quat over for Mazzocco in the lane. Now right wing to the mid lane with Pigley.
Sort of a no-look pass. That was a no-look catch from Mazzocco. Caught it against his ear. He was ready to set a screen, and all of a sudden Davey had a pass coming to him.
There's Quat in the lane. Slides one for Haggerty. Mazzocco now attacks. His floater is good. Gino Mazzocco with 8 points.
Yeah, and those floaters in the second half have been lethal. Dribble penetration, get into the lane, make a play, whether it's a pass for a kick out or that one right there, a little 8-foot bunny into the hoop.
Tyler Wolf draws the foul, and it's on Haggerty. That'll be his third.
So Wolf just basically bully ball on that one against the freshman. Just backs his way in, and I'll tell you what, Haggerty did get a lot of ball, but he had a little bit of body too, as he was kind of in a precarious position getting backed out of the way.
Eden Christian and Laurel has gone final. Eden Christian 68, Laurel 42.
The size of Eden Christian was going to pose some issues for any team in a first-round game. I'll tell you what, they'll cause some issues, I think, as well for Jeanette. Jeanette, obviously, a much more athletic team than what Laurel is. They'll be able to run the court a lot better. But still.
Second no good from Wolf. Hey, at least one Steeler's got to get out of the first round.
Good point. Coach Aaron Smith there. Is it third year, I think, at Eden Christian now?
I love you, Coach Tomlin. Sorry. just had to point out the
go there.
Had to point out the facts.
Third straight year, though, Eden Christian has played a Lawrence County team in the first round, and they've won 2 out of those 3.
Lyle, Freeze, put an elbow right on the mush of Trinasky, and he felt the effects of that, but let's see. That was right in front of us.
It was right. And the officials came over and said, "I know you didn't do anything." He is in the.
Oh wow!
I'm sorry, that's wrong. And now they're coming over and they're trying to say, "Is that a flagrant foul?" It's absolutely not any foul. I'm sorry, it's not. He is in Freeze's space. He is bringing the ball through and his elbows through within the confines of his own body. It's not Freeze's fault that the defender put his face right in front of it. I'm sorry, that's again a missed call. I don't like criticizing the officials, but they're going to look back at this film and not going to be pleased with the results. And the evaluators, if they're looking at film, are going to see the same thing. And I'm sorry, this is also, I think, a reason why they need to look more doubleheaders in these first-round games and not these home sites, because you need officiating that has more veteran experience.
James Dotson with the ether.
I'm sorry, I'm calling it like I see it, and right now it has not been a great night for the men in stripes.
Quat one more time, not this time from deep. Alongside James Dotson, I'm Ty Polk. 3:25 remaining here in regulation of this 2A first-round matchup between the 4-seed Neshannock Lancers and the 13-seeded Fort Cherry Rangers. Neshannock looking to bring home another first-round victory against their home fans before they advance on to neutral sites. Quat and a timeout called by John Corey.
Take a quick one as well. 30-second timeout, back in a moment. Here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
When you fire up Big Ten Plus, you get more game, nonstop, around the clock. More live games you won't see anywhere else. More access to your team, wherever you want, 24/7. More stories.
Unstoppable.
More highlights. More big-time playmakers. Plus, catch up to 4 games at once, so you'll never miss more shots, spikes, and scores. Download the Big Ten Plus app today. It's always game on.
And we're back here with 3:04 remaining in the fourth. Neshannock 48, Fort Cherry 35. The Lancers leading by 13. A big 16-2 run. The kickstart to this big lead they have so far.
Yeah, really, that run was the difference. Ended up being a 20-2 run after their first 2 buckets of the fourth quarter. That is the difference. They finally were able to string a couple of shots together and a couple of defensive stops together.
Pegley crossover in the lane, and the foul on a push by Van Sickle. Van Sickle picks up his third. Second team foul here in the fourth.
That's because Pegley gets into the lane, jump stops, and Van Sickle trailing ends up just basically bowling him over.
Correction, it's only his second.
I was trusting you too.
Well, they said second, the board says second, so I'm wrong. Under 3 minutes remaining in the fourth. Quat, all the way at the logo. Finds Haggerty in motion, swirled out, rebound, Ryan Cameron. Now a quick pass inside, Haggerty can't finish, and he gets the loose ball foul afterwards as he hacks Colton Smith going for the rebound.
Yeah, tried to smack that one out of the way and got basically all arm. You catch it there at the end of replay if you're watching on the NFHS network. 4 now on Callan Haggerty, keep that in mind.
Thank you for tuning in wherever you can get this game. LCSportsNet.com with the audio, NFHS Network with the video.
And unfortunately, a turnover for Fort Cherry. Connor Van Sickle went right through his hands and came off of him and right into the Fort Cherry bench.
2:36 remaining in the fourth. Lancers by 13.
They trailed by 2 at the half, did Neshannock, the 4-seed Lancers.
Quat under pressure, gets around Trinaski, finds Haggerty. He thought about shooting, they'll pull it back. Gino Mazzacco has it, the quarterback on the football team. ISO'd with Gavin Grace as he's at the circle, trying to jitterbug past him. Now he accelerates. Haggerty sends it back to Quat. Good 4 corners by the Lancers. 2 minutes remaining in the fourth.
Coach Blundo in attendance. He would be pleased with the stall offense you're seeing, and now they're trying to call from the bench. It's Fort Cherry trying to say commit the personal. Colton Smith finally does.
Coach Ralph Blundo, head coach of the Newcastle Red Hurricane.
Taking on either Mount Lebanon or Pine Richland on Thursday at the Fieldhouse. We'll have coverage of that one. It was only I believe only the 3rd team foul against Fort Cherry. Producer Jacob Walzer agrees. Shout out Abby Richards joining us for the first time tonight.
Abby won our first ever scholarship for aspiring media.
Yeah, the Mark Shaw's Memorial Scholarship, which thank you for that. Gives me a chance to remind you that the scholarship golf outing, year number 2, coming up on July the 18th. Information already out there. Teams already being filled in. I think we got 10 out of I think we're looking to get 32 teams. Lee Moan's listening in. I'm sure he'll correct me on that. But if you want information, get yourself in this scholarship golf outing. It's all going towards the Mark Shaw Scholarship Fund for anybody going into the future careers of broadcasting or any sort of media. Send us an email, lcsportsnet@lccap.org. That's the easiest way. Or send us a message on social media. We'll get stuff to you.
You can win, even if you're a loser. I was one of the biggest losers, and I won a baseball helmet.
Well, in Shawzy fashion, I mean, as Cameron gets fouled and he's going to go to the line to shoot a pair of free throws here. Yeah, in Shawzy fashion, I don't remember what the game was, but there was either a baseball or a softball game that he was calling with Johnny Lee of all people. And there was
good for Cameron.
The only place that they had power to be able to set up their equipment was in one of the dugouts. So, of course, Shawzy said, yeah, we're going to do that. The team decided to give him and Johnny Lee some helmets to wear to make sure that they were protected while they're in the open-face dugout.
Johnny Lee, one of the best in the business. Assistant coach at Charleroi. Both is good for Ryan Cameron. He has 4. Minute 30 remaining in regulation. 3-pointer, Van Sickle, he knocks it down.
Finally able to rip one and get the bucket as Trinaski's going to pick up the foul in the backcourt.
That'll be his 4th. And that will allow the Lancers to continue in on the double bonus.
Well, you see here tonight what the Achilles heel, or Achilles heels maybe, of Neshannock could be. Number one is the rebounding. Now, they definitely improved over the course of the game here today, but the rebounding woes definitely very apparent. Number two is this free throw shooting, as Quat misses the first. Team 65% from the line on the year.
False on one, true on the other. A minute 20 remaining, 51-38 Lancers. Gavin Grace with 6 points, right of the lane, pro hop, tie up, possession arrow, Neshannock.
And guess who? It's Ryan Cameron. He's got his hands all over the basketball right now. And he's just in help defense. He sees the ball extended outward by Gavin Grace as he goes into the lane for the jump stop. Grabs it, ties him up. And he and Callan Haggerty are going to go to the bench to a well-deserved round of applause. Seniors Lyle Freeze, Ashton Allison back there on the court. Tell you what, Neshannock may have gained a little bit of depth tonight here for the rest of the postseason.
Mazzacco makes the catch, and he's fouled by Weinbrenner on the intentional. Minute 12 remaining. Lancers looking to wrap it up. They are ahead by 13, 51-38.
Now, close today, but if you're hungry after the game, don't forget to place a takeout order at craneroom.com. Wing specials on Thursday night after the game. That's when Neshannock will play next. You'll have Union girls at home and Newcastle boys at home for their opening games on Thursday as well in their tournament. Neshannock at a neutral site, assuming they finish out this last minute 12.
Mazzacco gets both, and by the way, that gives him 12 points. Pass inside, and the man who's been a really big part of this game in the early runnings, Tyler Wolf, gets the basket. That's 21 for him. A minute 2 remaining, timeout called. 53-40 Lancers, and we'll take a timeout too. You're listening to the Class 2A first round on LC SportsNet, and you're watching on NFHS Network.
GEM building contractors and developers have a proven record of performance on any size project. They bring value, local craftsmanship, expert management to meet any challenge. From design construction, from inspection to budget estimation, GEM Builder has been building our community for 70 years.
Nick's Auto Body, trust your body in our hands. From a scratch to a dent to a major repair, Nick's your man. Making your car look as good as new. Nobody does it better than Nick's Auto Body. Trust your body in our hands. Nick's Auto Body. Trust your body in our hands.
102 remaining in the fourth, 53-40 Neshannock. As the Lancers now looking to wrap up this first round matchup. Lyle Freeze will inbound it. Freeze finds Gino Mazzacco. Quickly back to Freeze, and finally is touched up by Trinasky. That will be the game for him, his 5th foul. And Trinasky exits the game with 5 points. And the scoreboard on one side now is fixed.
Yeah, it was
lost a bit of the pixels there, but able to come back. We have 53-40 on the board, 59.6 remaining, and now the time is a little bit fractured.
There we go.
Now they fixed it again. Right as I say something.
I see Walter Mace over there. We're going to blame him. Yeah, they're trying to get the 30-second clock up on the board. I think that's where the glitch is happening, but clock to our left is still working all right, so focus your eyes that way there, Mr. Polk.
Freeze can't hit the first at the line. This is his first chance here tonight.
Parada Jones McCree, excellence is their guarantee.
And the second is good. So 50% at the line has been the story for both teams. They'll look to improve that free throw shooting. Neshannock rambling in, Van Sickle, he can't finish it. Now one more touch-up on Pegley as that foul will be on Colton Smith.
This will tell you enough right there. That was Ashton Allison's first rebound of the game. They're able to weather the storm. I mean, big thanks to, Davey Quat. He's in there with 7 rebounds. Obviously, Callan Haggerty playing big minutes, getting a career high today. We'll announce your play of the game and MVP of the game coming up afterwards.
First no good for Pegley, and that's one thing. Now teams can no longer play whoever offense on Allison because Neshannock has Haggerty that can perform just as well. Both no good for Pegley. Colton Smith back to Connor Van Sickle, 40 seconds remaining in the fourth. Gavin Grace up top. Watched by Lyle Freeze. Back from Smith. Triangles, Tyler Wolf. One-hander, no good. And a rebound collected by Neshannock, and it's Pegley picking up the rebound, and he's also touched up for the intentional. 23.9 seconds remaining in the fourth.
So let's talk about the rest of the bracket. We assume Jeanette going to defeat Brentwood tonight. So Jeanette against Eden Christian, Neshannock against Clareton coming up. On the other side, Swickley Academy, we assume made it 3 against Greensburg Central Catholic. They'll take on either Char Hugh or Winchester Thurston. And I'm expecting Olsh and Jefferson Morgan. Jefferson Morgan, the winners of Section 3. That is the section Fort Cherry is a part of, as the seniors getting one last curtain call coming off of the court. Lyle Freeze, Davey Quat, Ashton Allison, and Gina Mazzocco. They got one more home game here in the postseason. They made the most of it as Pegley makes both of his free throws.
20 seconds remaining, 56-40. Front rim for Grace, and another touch-up, this time again by Smith, and it will allow another chance at the line for Neshannock. And it's Carter Grinnan.
So Carter Grinnan out on the court right now with Gino Blundo, Luca Pegley, Callan Haggerty, and Ryan Cameron.
First rattled and then fell off the back iron. No good for Carter Grinnan, the sophomore guard, 5'9". Entire student section for Neshannock with a round of applause.
Had the one senior on this team. Second free throw was good from Grinnan.
No good from the three-pointer by Bianchi. A follow-up chance, and it's last touched by Neshannock. 6 seconds remaining in the fourth. And one last check-in for Fort Cherry this season. It will be Greg Allrutz, the senior.
Yeah, good job by Coach getting the senior in for one final play.
Tyler Wolf, the junior, he'll have another chance next year. Wedgied by Jordan Bianchi, and that wraps up this 2A first round game. Neshannock with a huge run to take control of this game, and they take the first round matchup 57-40. 17 second half that led the way for the Warriors, and they've got to be happy about how they're shooting, and their depth today has made them on to the quarterfinal round here in WPIAL Class 2A.
They did enough. It was Dangerland, but Neshannock becomes the first team out of the first 6 who have played in Lawrence County to make their way into the quarterfinals. Losses tonight from Shenango and Laurel. Losses from the girls for Riverside and for Mohawk, and loss for Union Boys in their opening round game. But Neshannock able to weather the storm and advance to the quarterfinals with the 57-40 victory tonight.
We'll break it down for you after this. 57-40 Neshannock. As here comes the hot stepper plays, we'll step out for a moment. This is the Class 2A first round on lcsportsnet.com and the NFHS network.
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination. When it comes to protecting those you love, the businesses you've built, or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance and receive the personalized service you deserve. Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Wilmington's Reese Bruckner as the January Red Zone Female Athlete of the Month as the county's leading scorer, approaching the 1,000 career points mark as well. Lawrence County SportsNet is also proud to honor Laurel Wrestling's Casey Wilson as January's Male Athlete of the Month for getting his 100th career win on the mat and helping the Spartans to their first ever PIAA berth in program history. Congratulations and best of luck to Laurel's Casey Wilson and Wilmington's Reese Bruckner, the January Red Zone Athletes of the Month.
Like in sports, it takes a great team to protect you, your family, and your business. MVP Insurance is that team. From home and auto to life and commercial insurance, you can count on us for coverage that adapts to your needs.
We're committed to excellence for our clients' experience and in serving our community.
It's a winning combination.
MVP Insurance. Don't get left on the sidelines. Log on to mvpins.com or call today to get your free quote.
Tonight, someone is cold, hungry, and forgotten. At City Rescue Mission, we're more than a shelter. We're a bright beacon of light in our community, serving those in need to make our community stronger and healthier. We offer real help and real hope, and that hope is Jesus. We serve him by serving others in love, grace, mercy, and compassion. But we can't do it without you. Be the reason someone's story is rewritten in Christ. Give today at cityrescuemission.org.
And welcome back here to Neshannock High School. Happy home crowd here today. The Lancers 57, the Rangers 40.
Well, happy now. It was
happy for now.
It was a quiet crowd, going into the locker room and coming out of the locker room. Especially Fort Cherry got the first 2 points after the halftime break. At that point, they led 27-21. Neshannock at that point, though, went on a 20-2 run, and that ends up being the difference in this one. That 18-point swing ended up getting the victory down the stretch in this gem of a game. Gem Master Builders and Craftsmen, GEMbuilders.com. They're a family-owned and operated general contractor for 4 generations, building our community for 70 years. Let's recap this one, starting with Fort Cherry. Tyler Wolf with 21 points and 14 rebounds, including 8 offensive rebounds for the junior. He is going to be a force to be reckoned with over the next couple of years for sure. The next year, 1 more year left for Fort Cherry. The issue was not a lot after that. Gavin Grace hits a couple of 3-pointers. The senior finishes with 6 points in his final game. 5 each for Jordan Bianchi and Landon Trinavsky, and 1 3-ball for Connor Van Sickle to round out the Fort Cherry scoring. For Neshannock, Davey Quat, 16, a quiet 16. 11 of those coming in the second half. Following it up, 12 points for Gino Mazzacco, 7 for Lyle Freeze, 5 for Luca Pegli, 4 for Ryan Cameron, 2 for Ashton Allison, 1 of 2 from the line for Carter Grinnan, and the big number left out there, a big 9, a career high, tripling his previous career high in varsity play for Callan Haggerty. Huge minutes off the bench. Ashton Allison was in foul trouble. The whole team was in foul trouble really in the first half. He was able to play some big minutes, big defense, big buckets. We were talking, and we'll talk about the official play of the game and everything coming up. You mentioned the and one. We'll talk about that in a second. The and one that he had that brought it back to a 1-point game that kind of started that 20-2 run, Tyler. His first touch when he came in the game in the second quarter. Got the ball in the short corner, didn't hesitate. 15-foot jumper, splash down. right then you knew, wait a minute, this is going to be something here. I'm not sure I was expecting that kind of performance of getting 9 points, 5 rebounds, and a big play defensively and possibly getting a shirt. But my goodness, he came up big when they needed him. That's a freshman with no fear stepping out of the court.
When the name of the game is survive and advance, you sometimes get those nice little happy little accidents. You see Ashton Allison come out through the foul trouble and then enters in Callan Haggerty. When we come back, it's T-shirt time, like it's 2010, as we'll give out a play of the game and the MVP. Lancers with the victory in the first round, 57-40. This is the Class 2A first round on lcsportsnet.com and NFHS Network.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
At Medore Bonner Law, we're more than just attorneys. We're your community partners. With a combined experience that spans decades, attorneys Jason Medore, Michael Bonner, and Greg Rossitelli are your trusted advisors for all legal matters. From personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes, we are here to guide you through every step of the legal process. Our full-service, community-based approach ensures that you're not just a client, but a valued member of our family. Give us a call or visit us online at MedoreBonnerLaw.com for more information.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
Contractors, the Department of Healthy Homes needs you. From small to large residential projects, you can help families live safer and healthier with the quality work you do. It's rewarding in more ways than one. Call LCAP's Department of Healthy Homes today.
Celebrating 25 years of the best coverage of high school sports in Western Pennsylvania. This is the Trib Live High School Sports Network, covering 140 schools throughout all 3 sports seasons. Trib HSSN is always there. On tribhssn.triblive.com, you'll find live and archive broadcasts, scores, standings, news, and so much more. The Trib Live High School Sports Network, broadcasting high school sports in Western Pennsylvania for 25 years.
Welcome back for one final look into this game. Neshannock 57, Fort Cherry 40. And James, it's our favorite time of the day. It's T-shirt time. It's time for our MVP of the game and Play of the Game award. We've been deliberating about this really pretty much all throughout the fourth quarter into this halftime break, so it's time to give the final verdicts, and we'll start off with MVP. Now, naturally, you want this to the player that has the most points in the game, but valuable has a long and difficult definition, and I'd like to say that I am a better English and history teacher than you might be as a math and science guy, but we have to give it to Callan Haggerty because Haggerty came in through the foul trouble and he changed the game.
He did. He came into the foul trouble. He immediately hit that 15-foot jumper, made some plays defensively, and then exploded in the third quarter. A couple of layups, defensive stop, and one. Just all around the MVP of this game for sure. Without him, I don't think they make that comeback and they'll make that 20-2 run that they had. So congratulations to Callan Haggerty as today's MVP of the game. He'll get a customized T-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone for being today's MVP of the game. And again, the full list of game MVPs is available online. lcsportsnet.com. Click on awards. Congratulations. MVP of the game is Callan Haggerty. MVP Insurance, give them a shout out as well. Home, auto, term life, and liability insurance and more at mvpins.com.
Now it's time for the play of the game, and of course, naturally, this also goes into the MVP. At one point, I looked like, yeah, let's give that AM one because that got them within one, and then that's where things really started bouncing and swinging for the Lancers. But we also have to give another shout out. He officially gets the play of the game, and that's Ryan Cameron. 4 steals, big time, especially against this Fort Cherry team that they love to get it into their post player. Tyler Wolf got the ball a lot off of offensive rebounds. He was good on the defensive glass as well, shutting Neshannock down to, one try and outs. But it really was Cameron that also helped out, in addition to Haggerty, with his thefts in today's game.
Yeah, and with that leading to fast breaks, that led to a couple of those odd man rushes on that 20-2 run as well. Hey, seasonal allergies, changes in the weather, or spending too much time on the bleachers like Mr. Polk here next to me, they can all affect how you feel on a daily basis. With Mela Chiropractic, headaches, joint pain, sinus pressure, even congestion, they can all be alleviated by chiropractic work. The pressure was alleviated today by Ryan Cameron and those steals. He gets the play of the game. He also gets a customized t-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone for being today's play of the game. You'll see videos of that with our video highlights coming up after this one as well at lcsportsnet.com. Congratulations to Ryan Cameron for today's play of the game. Hey, let Mela Chiropractic keep you in the game.
So the scene shifts to the quarterfinal round in Class 2A. So next up on the docket for Neshannock, who's now 18-4 overall, is the Clairton Bears. They defeated Shenango earlier tonight, so that will be the Class 2A quarterfinal matchup, and that is scheduled for this Thursday, site and time to be determined. And James Dotson, final thoughts before we wrap up?
Well, it certainly wasn't pretty. 13 of 26 is the unofficial number I have from the charity stripe. That's got to be better. It is a rematch from Neshannock-Clairton from a couple of weeks ago. Neshannock defeated the Bears on a neutral site, but this is going to be a completely different game, completely different atmosphere, playoff atmosphere. Anything can happen. We'll let you know sometime tomorrow morning. We expect the brackets to be released. Hopefully we can get a chance to get those games covered on the network in some way, shape, or form. But survive and advance. That's the name of the game. You got a home playoff game. You took advantage of it, did Neshannock, and they move on with a 57-40 victory over the Rangers here tonight.
Well, you want to know what was pretty? The work we did today here at Neshannock High School. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's contest. Also, a thanks to Jacob and Abby for their hard work in production and running the camera tonight. Also, thanks to this man, the executive producer, owner of Lawrence County SportsNet, Mr. James Dotson, for joining me on the call, allowing me a chance to present to you the WPIAL 2A first-round matchup today. The Neshannock Lancers, the 4th seed, defeat the 13th seed Fort Cherry Rangers by a final of 57-40. That's all for now here on LC SportsNet. We'll see you tomorrow as we got some matchups in Mohawk. They start their run in Class 3A, and also a couple more matchups as well with us. You can see Laurel versus Cal, that's in California, and then it's girls basketball with Tim Continenza and James as the Neshannock girls team takes on Brentwood here at Neshannock. It never stops the playoffs, and we keep on rolling. Thank you for tuning in on LCSportsNet.com and the NFHS Network. Good night from Neshannock.
Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.